You must. We don't have a choice. And this is the reality that we face today. Today we know that unlike 1978, when Nigeria ran around and said, we have oil and therefore we have a silver spoon in our mouth.
How are you doing, my friend? Good.
It doesn't matter for toffee anymore. The African countries that are going to take off and run are not the ones that have got the resources, but the ones that accept the humility, take with humility that, hey, our productivity is too low. There's a conspiracy there. One needs now I'm not saying that they got together and said, let us conspire to keep Africa down. But we clearly have the blind leading the blind. 10 years ago, they had found the Holy Grail. They were ready to march Africa into a new age of prosperity, and certain African countries were being shown to be the countries. And then the rest of like sheep to the slaughter, the rest of the donor community came in and poured money into those countries on bilateral, multilateral, and so forth. But there is nothing to show for it. You hear of an aid program, $10 million to do something. That money leaves Africa within 24 hours of the signature being signed. It never came.
I think citizens in countries like yours should ask a country like Uganda, if you come asking for economic aid, show me what you did with the money you got last year. But nobody asks. Even a country like Zaire gets economic aid. A country like X gets economic aid from somebody. But they are doing that to themselves and to their citizens. Why? Why don't you ask?
It's because the donor community doesn't want to rock the boat. Okay. Remember too that the donor community survives on the problems of Africa. Okay, the donor community survives by attracting pity from the West towards Africa. And if there was no reason for pity, if there were no problems in Africa, there would be no need for donor community. And the donor community doesn't want to rock the boat. They don't want to find themselves in a situation where they are thrown out.
It depends on which of the generations you're talking to. Okay, if you're talking to the old guard, they're not listening. They're too busy defending their mistakes. But if you're talking to the new generation, they understand what I'm saying. You see, there was the difference between this generation and the other generations before us since independence. When they didn't like it, they took off and went and worked in Europe and Australia and so forth. Well, people like me are not going anyplace. We're going to stay. And we're patient. We can wait. Patience is very important when you are young. We can wait. And because we know that the change is coming, and it has already begun, and it's blowing across the continent.